Let's supercharge that pipeline and never have a slow season again. We're gonna dig into how to get your next dream client in the next 90 days. Welcome, I'm Sandra Funk and this is Design Sips, where we'll raise a glass to your business, to more joy, abundance, and balance. I can't wait to answer all of your questions. Cheers.
Cheers.
That was an intense cheers.
Okay, Lauren says, I'm tired of worrying where my next client will come from. How can I make sure I have a steady flow of clients reaching out to me at all times?
Lauren, isn't that the business dream? Just that is literally the goal, right? A line of absolutely wonderful, fantastic clients wrapped around the block just waiting to work with you. And the truth is, we can make that happen, right? We have to first know who our dream client is. We can't get them lined up out the door if we don't even know who we want out there in the line. So first things first is to know thyself, understand who you are as a business, know your mission, your vision for what your future is, the values upon which you conduct business, right? When you know who you are, we want to see those same values reflected in our client, right? So do the work on yourself, then really do the work to figure out who is that dream client. So know thyself and then know thy client. Know thy client is about getting deep into who are your ideal clients. Think back to the past. Which of your previous clients were so joyful to work on and brought you financial abundance, right? We want to find the overlap of joy and abundance, and we want to work with more of those clients. Those clients are efficient, they make great decisions, everything flows, and that gives you the balance that we always talk about, right? That you can actually go to your kid's soccer game and tuck them in at night because you're not working 80 hours a week trying to fight fires and fix things and all the difficulties, right? That's where the joy, balance, and abundance comes together. So, okay, we know ourselves, we know our client. Now we need to make our marketing speak directly to our dream client and only to our dream client. Stop trying to be everything to everybody and start being the dream to your dream client. Sounds simple, right? It's possible. Cheers.
Yeah, so let's dive into one of our favorite long games for that steady stream. Once you have that ideal client, the social, website, email, lead nurture.
Yes, okay, now, and then market to the dream client, right? I kind of left you with a cliffhanger. So how does that work? What does that look like? So we use social media or events or really social media events. We use social media and events to capture new eyeballs, right? We are trying to just get in front of new faces that might qualify as our dream client. Now they're gonna self-select if your marketing is speaking directly to that one dream client. It's either gonna hit and resonate the way that like late night on Instagram, you accidentally purchased that whatever the heck they purchased and because it spoke directly to your soul, right? You've had marketing hit so directly that it was like, did I just buy that? What just happened, right? That's good marketing. They get you. You are their dream client and you heard the message. It totally resonated. When you can speak that way to your dream clients, the ones who are a dream will start to like, follow, comment, right? And the ones who are like, what is she talking about, will fall away, okay? So that's like where we begin. So social media, the goal of social media is to either capture their contact information, email address, or to move them to your website where the goal of the website is to capture their contact information, email address, okay? So now social media, used to be that social media you didn't have a way to capture email addresses. Now you could capture them there, or you can move them to your website where you capture those there. How do we capture them? Not with join my newsletter, right? Nobody wants another freaking email. But if you can give them something of value called a lead nurture, right? Or called an opt-in.
Lead magnet, you were close.
Lead magnet, guys, that's why Sarah's here. Just keeping it all on track. Okay, so why would someone give you their email address? Because they want this thing of value that you're offering. So that might be entree to a webinar, a training, a PDF, a checklist, a quiz, You do you. There's a million things out there, and my recommendation is to go interact with the brands that you love, see what it is that gets you giving them your email address, make note of that, and think, how could I use that in my business, okay? So, social media, website, we're getting that contact information by exchanging a valuable lead magnet, right? You give me your email address, I'm gonna give you this thing of value that's gonna help you. It has to help and serve your dream client, right? What would your dream client want from you that you could give away for free in exchange for their email address? Once you have their email address, you have gold, okay? Your email list of all the potential clients who get you, know you, like you so much that they gave you their email address is gold. This is where you now put them through an email lead nurture series. This is an email series, one email pre-written, but you make sure you get their name and their email address because it says, hey Sally, blah, 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 pre-written, right? But get their name, and that way Sally's gonna get an email from you that just introduces your brand, welcomes her to, thank you so much for being a part of, for exchanging for that lead magnet. Now you're in our world, let me introduce ourselves, right? Let me tell you a little bit more about what I understand about your needs and desires, how I can help you, how I can help you with your goals, how I can help you mitigate the things that you're afraid of, right? You really want to know that client because this series of emails can be so personal. It can really feel like you are having a one-on-one conversation with this person if you know who your dream client is, right? The people who don't resonate with this email series will unsubscribe, and that's awesome. We only want dream clients in our email list because we are nurturing them to the point where they feel comfortable to then reach out and request a meeting, a potential client meeting, right? Then they're in your official potential client funnel. Did I miss anything?
We'll drink to that first.
Okay, first let's have a cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. It is a long game, but it's so worth it if you can really dedicate the time to doing it.
That is true, right? You have to continuously get in front of new people, have them resonate with you, and the most important thing about marketing is showing up as your true self, right? Do not show up being what I think my clients want me to be. Show up as you, and you'll get the clients that actually know, like, and trust you naturally instead of this manufactured, businessy version of yourself that might not resonate. You might end up with a bunch of manufactured faux clients who, when you really get under the levels, are not the best people, right? When we come authentically, we get back authentic people. And then we can really magnetize the real dream clients to us, where when we show up in a way that's like, I think they want me to be super, super polished. I think they want me to be super businessy. I think they want me to be XYZ. When we put on those airs, we don't end up with people that we resonate with at all. We end up with this what we think they think we think they think. It's a hot mess. It's a big circle of hot mess. So show up as yourself in your marketing. First things first.
Definitely. So if you're liking these strategies, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe.
Yeah, so much more, you guys. We have 7 years of design tips archives that you are going to want to dig into for all things design business.
Joe asks, how can I get strategic with my marketing so more potential clients find me? So let's get into a little bit more of those grassroots strategies. Think yard sign, holiday cards, all the things.
Yes, okay, so the grassroots old school stuff, right? So for me, I keep a box, it's around here somewhere, a box like this big on my desk, and it says gratitude on the top, and when you open it up, it has a whole bunch of stationery from the desk of Sandra, and then it also has happy birthday cards. And this is, here it is. Okay, so this was a gift from my girlfriend many moons ago, a year of gratitude. This was full of thank you notes, essentially, right? But now when you open it up, it's got a pen, it's got stamps, it's got thank you stickers, because those are cute, and it's got custom stationery, both with a beautiful envelope with my return address already on it, saving me time, giving me efficiency. And it's got simple Sandra Funk, right? Stationery for, hey, thank you so much for having me at your event or meeting with me as a potential client. And then I also did happy birthday cards because I order about 100 of these a year, again, with my custom return address already on them so that I can stay in touch with my humans, because that's what life is about, the humans. Okay, this stays on my desk. I don't have to get up and go looking for and think about, it's time to write a thank you note. Boom, it's right here. It's time to write a birthday card, right here. So staying in touch in an old school way goes a very long way. Sending an email, a text, a DM is fine. If that's the contact level of information that you have, cool. If you can get your hands on an address for someone and send them a quick handwritten note, that is worth 10 times what a digital thank you is worth. Why? Because no one does it anymore. So stand out in the crowd. Similarly, not super unique, but a yard sign in a neighborhood that allows yard signs. If you have a beautiful sign up front that says, wow, go on, hold on. We're gonna drink wine and try to get that voice back. What happened there?
Y'all, we're on episode 10 of a 3-day batch.
This is like a design sips bender, essentially,
yeah.
Just so you know. And my voice just gave up for a second and then it came back. Okay, so yard signs. So simple, but you have to build it into your process or it feels so awkward to say, hey, can I put a huge advertisement right up in your front yard? No, you have to build that into your potential client process of, and we're so honored to be working with you that we would love to showcase that with a sign so that letting, the neighborhood know that we're in the neighborhood working on your beautiful home. Again, we're so honored to be working with you. So build it into the conversation, build it into the potential client process, build it into your design agreement. In my design agreement, we have our client's e-sign, right? And it zips you to all these little questions, right? Do you want, are you okay with having your home photographed? Are you okay with having a yard sign? Do you want to be included by name in any article that might be published about your home? Like, it's all in there, and it forces them to jump to that question, right? And give me a yes or a no, not just a initial, because a lot of times they don't really read. You just initial sign, right? Like you're just going through. This really gets those answers all the way back then. And I'm not just springing it on them in the signature. I'm talking it through in the potential client process. But oh my goodness, build it in. So later you don't have to awkwardly call and say, do you mind if somebody drops off a yard sign? No, just make it part of the flow. Like, do you want to be photographed? Would you want to be in the article? Do you want to be in the photos? Are you okay with a yard sign? Like, boop, 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 boop. These are just the questions that get asked at the beginning of a project. Simple, but worth doing. Oh my goodness. We had a time in our business, many times in our business, where there's like this stretch in our town of like the highest and most beautiful houses. And consistently, we have 3 or 4 signs out on this street. You guys, that advertising goes a very long way in a town where everybody knows where the nice houses are and goes up, drives up and down that way and blah, 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 beautiful views, all the things. Having your sign out there, especially if you have multiple projects in a really nice neighborhood, it's a slam dunk. You become the obvious person who at least gets an interview for jobs on that street going forward. It's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, and think bougie with your yard signs.
Yeah. No time to scrimp. No time to scrimp.
Yeah, so really build it into your expenses and all that because it makes a huge impact.
Yeah, big, beautiful sign, clear, graphic, not a lot of information, logo, big name of firm, big telephone number, right? Obviously they can, if they grab a picture of it, they can Google and find your email address and all the things, but you just want to keep it simple, graphic, and clear. Make sure it says interior design on there somewhere because God knows there could be a yard sign for an organizer or a architect, a person doing anything. Anything that could happen in a home could be so make sure it says interior design, your logo big, and a phone number. You will get calls and they'll say, oh, I saw you're working on XYZ Street, which is, again, you want to put some effort in when you start getting those good clients because they're going to just give you more clients. Mm-hmm. More grassroots stuff. So I love to give a gift that also maybe hints at the fact that I'm working in the home. So one year, just to give an example, one year I didn't want to do Christmas gifts because I didn't want to be one more box of chocolates in this stack of chocolates in every client's home, right? So instead I waited, I sent a beautiful holiday card, but then I waited and sent Valentine's Day wreaths. And I sent beautiful, like freeze-dried red rose heart wreaths. And I sent it to all of my active current clients. Well, quite a few of them threw it up on their front door, right? It was February. They were like, look at this cute wreath. We're gonna throw it up where we usually put our Christmas wreath or our holiday wreath, whatever it is. And now I had multiple homes with my sign on the same bougie street and with that same gorgeous red wreath. You guys, think about it. Now everyone's driving down the street going, oh my God, look at that beautiful wreath. And look at this, wait, that wreath must have come from Sandra. Wow, she's not only doing multiple homes, but she gives like a really beautiful Valentine's Day gift, right? Little things, big impact, right? And I didn't know that they were all gonna stick it on their front porch, but it worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It did.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Another one is using, not just sending your family holiday card to your friends and family, but a business portfolio holiday card.
Yes. So we turned our holiday card for House of Funk into like a portfolio, tri-fold, high quality stock, matte finish gorgeousness. This became like a signature project every year to put this thing out, but it is so much fun. So what we do is we take any photography from the year that we haven't yet put out into the world, right? It's usually sitting on an editor's desk hoping to get published, and we make it into this holiday card because we're so proud of these projects. We can't share them yet on social, but we can put them in a holiday card because who cares? They're gonna be on somebody's mantle, right? So it's super fresh photography. It's stuff no one has ever seen. It's not like the same old stuff that's on my website or all over social media. And obviously it's a picture of me and the team and a picture of all these projects. And we also make sure we send it early in the season because I have a lot of clients who do these beautiful displays of cards where they put all their cards on like ribbon around their door frames or across their mantles. Like there's a lot of just card displaying going on in the areas where my dream clients live. And it's really fun to walk into their house and see your card in the front and center because you got it there early enough that you are, they start in the middle and work their way out, right? So send that card nice and early and see it pinned up in all of your current clients, past clients, and potential clients' homes. Do not just send it to your current list. You want past, current, and potential clients all getting this card. It goes a really long way. So once you have those dream clients who've been waiting wrapped around the block to work with you, now it's time to actually close that sale. Check it out.